Well, there's been a new trend in Assassin's Creed community where people all over Reddit and Twitter have been basically asking Ubisoft to make an Assassin's Creed 1's remaster. Yes, the original Assassin's Creed, the first ever game that came into the installment, and the community out of nowhere is now starting to ask for a remaster version of this game. And recently, just a couple minutes ago, I came across this brand new article which is written by Screen Rant, who have also been talking about this, where they basically said that Assassin's Creed's original game is the most deserving of an Assassin's Creed remaster. With dozens of mainline and spin-off Assassin's Creed games in existence, it is time for the first entry to get the remaster that it deserves. Now, obviously, this is one of the most trending topics in the Assassin's Creed community as of now, because who doesn't want to see a remaster of the first installment, right? But still, one thing that really gets me mad is that why are you guys asking for a remaster when you could clearly ask for a remake? Because listen, we all know how disastrous the remaster for Assassin's Creed 3 went, and I think that was the only Assassin's Creed game that Ubisoft has so far made a remaster of, and the first ever remastered game looked absolute garbage. I mean, the original Assassin's Creed 3 looked way better than the remastered version itself. So obviously we all are now familiar with how talented Ubisoft is when it comes to remastering their Assassin's Creed games, and once again the community wants to see a remaster of the first Assassin's Creed game, where players will now assume the role of Altair ibn al-Lahad, who we previously believed was the first ever assassin to exist, and then the whole storyline was bombarded, and then now we know that Bayek is the first assassin, however. But as of now, Screen Rant actually believes that Ubisoft could end up making an Assassin's Creed remaster, and this might be happening soon. And the way they're describing how the remaster is going to be is basically having a modern graphics and some gameplay tweaks from what the original Assassin's Creed game was. Because the old Assassin's Creed game was a little bit clunky because the game was made almost 14 years ago. So obviously they need to entirely remake the game, not just remaster the game. If Ubisoft is even thinking about remastering this game, just know this, that the old gameplay mechanics is not going to work out in 2021. Because gamers are already used to the next-gen games. We now have much more fluid momentum and so much more happening in the new Assassin's Creed games, and obviously just remastering the game is not just enough. If you guys are making a remaster, then it better be a remake, not a remaster. And according to Screen Rant, they basically want to see a remaster where Ubisoft could most possibly be making the AI system in the new version much better, at the same time balancing some of the missions out, such as the fan favorites tailing and eavesdropping missions, where you had to follow the enemies and then eavesdrop them and then see where they're going next, and then you get another new target and eavesdrop them and follow them. And this was like an Assassin's Creed trend that kept on going with every other Assassin's Creed games until Origin came out and they broke the entire cycle. But at the same time, we need to know that Ubisoft is currently very busy in terms of Assassin's Creed Valhalla's DLC, because they have so much more post-launch content coming out for this game, especially since Valhalla sold the highest amount of Assassin's Creed copies that they ever have in their history of installments. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla players are so much more higher compared to Odyssey as well as Origins or any other game, which is why Ubisoft has also stated that they're going to be focusing more towards the post-launch content, especially for this game. But according to Screen Rant though, they seem to say that Ubisoft might be devoting a new studio or two in order to polish and produce this remastered or a remake game of Assassin's Creed 1. But let me tell you, Ubisoft, if you guys are watching it, please don't make a remaster of this game. If at all you guys are planning to bring back the storyline of Altair, then just make it a complete remake. We don't want to see a remaster, a half-baked video game like what you guys gave us with Assassin's Creed 3 was absolutely terrible, and that's the one big reason why Assassin's Creed 3's remaster version was sold in a very small scale. So I think Ubisoft already realizes that remastering their games is not going to be the way to go here, unless they decide to do something ridiculous with the remaster versions, which I really don't think is going to be possible if Ubisoft is working on this, because they already have too many projects in their hands as of now. So I would love to know, what do you guys think? Would you like to see an Assassin's Creed 1's remaster or a remake of this game happening anytime soon? Because obviously without us community, without us gamers playing this game, buying the game, Assassin's Creed wouldn't be an existing game in the year 2021. We still have this game going because a huge amount of fan base still support Assassin's Creed, and that is exactly why I want to know what your opinions are on this take. Would you guys like to see a remaster or remake of Altair's legacy here? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'm already sure the comment section of this video is going to go wild, and I'm absolutely going to have fun reading all of your comments and replying to every single one of you guys. And if you guys are new to this channel, if this is the first ever video that you guys are watching, then you guys should probably know that I make videos on Assassin's Creed and all the upcoming open world games. So if that is something you guys are interested in, then make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and the most important thing of all is to keep your notification settings to all, because if you guys don't do that, then the broke-ass YouTube platform, as you guys already know, they don't send you guys the notifications of my daily videos. So with that being said, lads, I just quickly wanted to go ahead and make this video just putting out my impressions on what is currently going on in the community. So I really hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.